Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you read that correctly. Trans species man who self-identifies as a deer accidentally shot by hunters. Okay, listen. I'm not sure where to start unpacking this whole crazy story. Just let me tell you, it's never funny if that happens to somebody. Spoiler alert. This is fake news. This isn't a real story. Stick with me till the end. This is crazy, okay? But it's not a real story. It's fake news. So we can laugh at it. So to get away from all the politics and all the stimulus stuff and all the election stuff and all the other madness going on in the world, I'm going to bring you guys this crazy, insane story that I literally thought was real. I had to do a little bit of digging. Before I jump into that, guys, do me a quick favor. Trying to hit 100 subscribers, not too far away at 75 now. Hit the subscribe button. Join me on this journey. We got a lot to talk about. And listen, I'm going to bring you guys, some stories, some updates on the hypocrisy and insanity we got going on in the world right now. But we're also going to have some fun. I'm going to bring you guys some crazy stories like this just to get a laugh out of you. Some of them will probably be true. This one's not. Kind of happy it's not. When I saw this, I lost a lot of faith in the world. But so hit the subscribe button. Leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this crazy story. And share the video. Turn that notification bell on so you guys when I make new videos. And listen, I know right now, I apologize that my camera and my microphone aren't the best quality. I'm working on right now. Just me and my wife just moved into a new house. Working on getting it set up. I want to set up a nice little studio and get a nice microphone, a nice camera to shoot with to bring you guys great quality videos. And right now, I know these are a little subpar quality, but I'm doing the best I can for now. So bear with me on that. I promise you, things will get better. So hit the subscribe button, join me on this journey, and let's have some fun, guys. All right, so like I said, where do we start to unpack this madness? All right, yesterday, for some reason, I got a news alert on my cell phone, and I checked it, and it was this. I'm like, what? I get news alerts for all kinds of different things, and this popped up. I said, what the I read it, and the first thought was like, and I showed my wife, I'm like, check this out. She's like, that's not real. I'm like, yeah, no. But I read it, and it didn't say anything about it was a fake story. It had names, it had hunters' names, it had all these details. So I was just like, what is going on? So I found a YouTube channel that made a video on this, and this channel, it's not a huge channel. I just happened to come across it, just kind of looking up the story to see what was going on with it. And the kid that's making this, made a video on this on the other YouTube channel. He must not have dug too deep into it, I'm not judging him for that. That's fine, but so he thought it was a real story, and he gets into the details of this. And as I was listening to his YouTube video, I looked a little further. I opened up a new tab, looked a little further, and found out that it was horseshit. But check this out.
Kind of want to close our eyes to it and hope it eventually goes away. And I guess in this case, it probably will, huh? According to the two hunters, Tenenbaum was dressed and painted in the colors of a deer and was wearing antlers, which made him unrecognizable to the two men. Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus, I just saw this quote too. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. It was the first time in my life that I'd seen a deer stand up and walk on its two legs. That's when I went for a clear shot to the lungs. Harry Perkins, 72, told reporters, visibly shocked. Okay, let's stop there already.
And that channel, the YouTube channel, if you want to go check out the rest of the video, it's super funny. The YouTube channel is Humane Garbage. HUMEINE Garbage, GAR, and then the garbage. So anyway, this guy goes on and he basically reads the whole story, and it's so funny. It's crazy. The imagination of the person that came up with this is. They should be writing. They should be writing some kind of books, for crying out loud. Obviously, fiction. Okay, so you heard him go through and describe how the hunter said it was the first time we saw a deer walking on walking on two legs, so I aimed and shot right through the lungs. Like, you see a deer walking on two legs, you're not alarmed a little bit by that? So it's just this wonky stuff that was happening. I'm like, this is just not right. So listen to this. The deer looked like it was rubbing its chest and its genitals and signaling us to come closer. It was very surreal, Thomas Pinecut, 68, admitted to reporters. So they named these people. They gave them ages. The other hunter that ended up shooting it was like, they shot this deer was 7. They said he was 72. They gave his name. Oh, so the what do they call it? They had this person is trans but identifies not as a man or woman, as a deer. So the trans person that identified as a deer is named William Tenenbaum. That's the name they gave. Remember, this is all fake. I thought it was real. A lot of people thought it was real. I had to look at a few different stories to find out this wasn't. So if you read this, and actually this happened back in November. This isn't new. So if you read this, you might have thought this was real and had your head spinning, being like, "What is this going on in this world?" You're not going insane. William Tenenbaum's mother, Michelle, said that her son always has been socially awkward and struggled with making friends, but has a great passion for nature and the outdoors. Oh, shit. When he was 8, he believed he was a porcupine, and at 12, a squirrel. Now he's a deer. It could be worse. He could be a home. I'm not going to read that. It could be worse. His mother says something not nice. Okay. All right. Could be worse. He could be a blank. His mother argued when reached by phone. Tenenbaum's mother admitted that her son's life choices are eccentric and have necessitated some adaptation by the family. You think? On Thanksgiving Day, since deer don't eat meat, we made him. Listen, this other guy on the other YouTube channel read this on his YouTube channel and still thought it was real. That's okay. I'm not like no, I'm not trying to bash him or anything. It's just at some point you got to ask yourself. Come on now. All right, on Thanksgiving Day, since deer don't eat meat, we made him a salad of pine needles and pine cones, which he seemed to enjoy. She added. In 2016, William Tenenbaum made local headlines for breaking and entering into a deer farm and allegedly sexually. Um, I don't want YouTube to give me. I don't want to get in trouble here with YouTube. They seem to be. Okay, so he sexually was aggressive to other deer, let's put it. So in 2016, William Tenenbaum made local headlines for breaking into a deer farm and allegedly was assaulting several animals, but he was later released after the owners decided to drop the charges. So he was assaulting the other animals and deer in a bad way, put it that way. Listen, this. Thank God I found out this was fake because, like I said, I was starting to lose all faith in everything that was going on in this world. Okay, so I saw this. I saw that video. I'm asking myself, come on now, what's going on here? Dug a little deeper. Show you guys what I came up with. All right, a trans species. That's what the word I was looking for. Trans species. Okay, the trans species man who identifies as a deer was accidentally shot by hunters. You can't really call him a trans species man, can you? Like a trans species human who identifies as a deer. I don't know. See, this is where it all gets crazy. Trying to unwrap all this nonsense. Okay, so I digress. A trans species man who identifies as a deer was actually accidentally shot by hunters. Rating labeled satire. There it is. It's all horseshit. Not true. I think there was a Snopes fact check on it that said it was false, and then I saw this labeled satire. This item was not factual recounting of real life events. The article originated with a website that describes its output as being humorous or satirical in nature as follows. So it's like the Babylon Bee. You guys probably heard of the Babylon Bee. It's on Twitter. It's one of those Twitter. It's a satirical like news publication. It's all fake news, but it's funny. They put out funny headlines. So sounds like this is something like that. WNDR assumes, however, all responsibility for the satirical nature of its articles and for the fictional nature of their content. All characters appearing in the articles in this website, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional, and any resemblance between them and any persons living, dead, or undead is purely a miracle. Undead zombies. Although this story originated on a satirical website, it was republished on social media and by other media outlets without any disclaimer labeling it as a work of fiction. See? There you go. That's what's crazy about this, guys. That's what's crazy about this. This story made it to social media outlets and made it to other media outlets without any labeling of satire or any labeling of fiction or any labeling of this is fake news, false. And it made its rounds. Like, can you imagine how many people read this and actually thought this was real? And it makes you wonder how much other nonsense out there that we read, not dig too deep, and it's not real. Although the story, all right, so we read that. It should also be noted that these pictures do not show a trans species man who identifies as a deer. They were taken circa 2009 and show a dancer in a body paint deer costume. So that's all that was. It was just to show somebody that got the professional dancer that got done up by a professional makeup artist. I mean, great makeup, looks awesome. Um, but that's not William Tenenbaum, some some kid that thinks he's a deer running around the woods looking like that. So, all right, so they were taken around circa 2009 and show a dancer in a body paint deer costume. While we have not been able to identify the performer, Humanimal, Humanimal, Humanimal was created by makeup artist Laura Baker and photographer Eric Erkson. So Laura Baker, the makeup artist that did the deer stuff, photographer Eric Erkson, Humanimal is what they called it. Completely fake news, guys. Listen, I fell for it. I read this for some reason, like I said, it popped up in the news that I was reading yesterday. I read it yesterday. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the F is this? Showed it to my wife. She's like, no, that can't be real. I said, yeah, it's real. Did a little research on it today. Saw that other YouTube video. He thought it was real. He went through the whole thing. He did his whole video, thought it was real. And as that's playing, I pull up another tab on my computer. Found out it's all a bunch of horse shit. Just makes you wonder how much crazy stuff have you read on social media, on regular media, other media outlets that seem so far fetched, but but you think it's real. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, we all don't have time to go through and fact check everything we read. That sounds a little crazy. And the world's crazy right now. So I wouldn't have been completely shocked if this turned out to be a true story. To be honest with you, the way things are going in the world right now, when these people are claiming this, that, and the third, you pretty much identify as anything you want these days. And if you question it, you're the ist or ism or phobe, this and that. So we can't question if this William Tenenbaum really thought he was a deer. We can't question him. We can't talk about the whole mental illness aspect of it or where the ist and the ism and the phobe. So that's where we are, guys. All right, I just thought that was super funny and super crazy that it turned out to be fake news and it spread like wildfire on social media and regular media, and no one really did the deep checking on it. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I can be able to sleep well at night knowing William Tenenbaum's not out in the woods behind my house dressed like like a deer, but I do got a shotgun under my bed. So, all right, that's it for my rant for today. Like I said, join me on this journey. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hit 100 subscribers. Hit the like button if you like my video. Like I said, better microphone, better cameras coming soon. Bear with me. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this crazy story. Turn that notification bell on. I got some crazy stuff coming up. I got a video that I'm making tomorrow that's just, like I said, I got a lot of content for you guys. This world has gone crazy. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Just be a good person. Help other people out, and you're going to be all right. I promise. Till next time, guys. Peace.